Flight crew? What up? What up? What up? Welcome back. Welcome aboard. Welcome to another flight. Welcome to another stream. I'm your host. I am your captain, Phoenix Black Knight. Welcome aboard, everybody, on Xbox S. We are streaming on the Xbox S. I don't think I say that enough, flight crew, that we are playing on the Xbox S. But welcome aboard. It's Thursday. I hope your Thursday's going well. If it's not going well, I hope this video does something to bring a smile or something to your face, because we know something always goes crazy when we flight crew. But welcome aboard. Today, flight crew, down in Richmond from last time we left off. But before we get started on the flight, I got some news I have to tell you guys. Flight crew, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the news? We have the biggest news of all news. That's huger than all news. Flight crew, family, meet and greet with Phoenix Black Knight is happening. When we're going to do it? Sunday. Our schedule is, today's Thursday, so this is the last flight of our week, flight crew. This is it. We're done. We don't fly Friday. We don't fly Saturday. We'll see you. We'll be again live Sunday morning. Sunday morning is the meet and greet with Phoenix Black Knight and the flight crew. The camera is ready to rock. The lighting's ready. Got everything set up. There's no green screen. Just giving you guys a heads up now. You're going to be seeing the bedroom. You're going to be seeing the bed. You're going to be seeing all that stuff. But you're actually to see the Black Knight. We'll be able to interact during the plane. During the flights, we'll be able to interact and everything like that. We'll be able to read you guys' comments on chat here live on the stream video and answer them right there. So big. We're moving up, flight crew. We are moving up. Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, meet and greet. We got to put it down. We got to lock it down, flight crew. Put it down, lock it. So put it in the calendars. This upcoming Sunday, which is going to be the 13th. This upcoming Sunday, the 13th, meet and greet Phoenix Black Knight, your captain and your host. So I'm excited for that, flight crew. I'm excited. So we'll see you then. But until then, we have a flight to do. We got to do today, flight crew. We got to end the week strong. Like I said, it's Thursday. This is the last flight for us for the week. We're off Friday, off Saturday. We're off Friday, off Saturday, kicking our feet up. We'll be back early Sunday morning to do the flight then. So without further ado, let's go. All right, flight crew, as you see, we are in Richmond. We're actually going into Jacksonville, Florida. That's where we're headed. And guess what? We're in the Airbus 320neo. That's right. You heard me say it, 320neo. It's been a minute since we've been in the 320neo. We've been rocking the 320 itself and the 319. I was like, you know what? Let's pay homage to this first circle we're about to have on Sunday. Where I first started flying was the Airbus 321s. Obviously, I realized quickly that there's a lot of things they got to fix on that one. More realistically, they got closer with the 320neos, got flying those, and came in full circle, getting in love with the game, you guys. So we're going to bring it full circle with the 320neo. Let's come out so you can see the lever. We're rocking Delta. Delta is our lever, 320neo. Look at that. Beautiful, you guys. Beautiful. We have live weather on as always, and we have live traffic on, and here comes that sunrise. Oh, beautiful. Let's go so we don't miss it, flight crew. But anyway, we are rocking the 320neo. Let's go on to the side here. Let's get our flight briefing on the way and get it over so we can get up in the air, flight crew, so we can see that beautiful sunrise. Let's go. Sim brief. I got it pulled up. All right, we are Delta Airlines 6242. We are in Richmond. We're going to be taking off there. We'll be going into Jacksonville, Florida, and then if need be, we'll go into Tampa. Tampa is going to be our alternate airport. We're in the aircraft 320neo. Today's August 10th, 2023. Today's departure time is going to be 6 a.m. They expect us wheels down in Jacksonville at 7:56 a.m. Our SimBrief gives us an hour and 28 minutes on this flight. SimBrief also gave us a block hour and 56 minutes to complete the flight. So airtime, hour and 28 minutes is the flight time. We got to beat, flight crew. We got to be an hour and 28 minutes. To be on time is what we like to do here, flight crew. But the block time is an hour and 56 minutes, just in case we get anything unexpected, we got to do a go around or anything like that. They still give us an hour and 56 minutes if need be. Cruising altitude is 30,000 feet, flight crew. That is our cruising altitude. Cost index is going to be 9. Nautical range that we are flying is 539 nautical miles that we are flying. Wind is going to be 36 knots. Passengers on today's flight, we're going to have 151 passengers on today's flight. Bulk fuel, 14,184 pounds. Cargo, 8,305 pounds. Payload, 34,730 pounds. Flight crew is our total payload. Right now in Richmond, when we go wheels up, we're going to be taking off from runway 16 with the transition Akali going out. Kalli is our transition out of Richmond. When we go down into Jacksonville, Florida, our transition down is going to be on runway 26. Is the runway we want to be wheels down on. Is runway 26 with the transition down of Looney, L-U-N-N-I, transition Looney into Jacksonville. Let's go over to the weather, flight crew. Weather right now in Richmond, 79 degrees, mostly sunny for today's high. And going down into Jacksonville, today's high is going to be 91 with mostly cloudy skies. So we'll watch the weather going down into Jacksonville. But it's supposed to be a high of 91 with mostly cloudy. We'll see what it is this morning. All right, flight crew, that is it. That is our briefing. You guys been briefed. I've been briefed. Let's go ahead and get the plane ready for passengers as always. Let's go up here. Let's go to our AI pilot. Make sure he's turned up. He's always on. Go ready to go. Go get her. Turn him off. Let's slide over here to the middle of the plane. Let's zoom up so you can see what I'm doing. There's our external power. Let's hit it. Plane's going to boot up. At this time, we're going to hit our pumps on for the engines. Let's hit pumps 1. There we go. Perfect. Slide down here. Let's go ahead and hit our APU bleed. Let's go ahead and hit our APU master. Let's wait on the APU start. Let's turn our dome light on. Let's hit our nav light on and logo light. And then there goes our beacon light. Perfect, flight crew. Let's come down here. Let's look to our jetways coming from there. JD's going to be coming from there. So let's go ahead and hit our ATC. Oh, someone's already talking to the tower. Hang on a second. We'll see if we can get JD we can start the boarding process. As soon as tower gets done talking. There we go. Let's hit ground services. Let's see if we can get... First off, let's request the power supply. Let's do that. Power supply is over here. There's power supply, flight crew. Looks like we got a plane behind us. American Airlines 119 sitting behind us right now. Here comes our power supply. What's he doing, flight crew? Why they parked this whole runway to stop? He stops right behind us. Why? Why, American Airlines? You're killing me. It's because we chose Delta today and not you? It is what it is. Alright, power. Ground power unit is connected. Let's jump back inside the plane. Let's see if JD can reach the plane, flight crew. Let's go ahead and request our jetway connection. Let's see if JD can hit it. I don't even see JD. Where is he at? He's not even in there. He must have took the day off today. Alright, man. Feel better, JD. Feel better, man. Alright, let's go outside. Did the jetway actually work? It's actually going to work, flight crew. Look at that. It's actually going to line up at a default airport. We will take that as a win as of now. Perfect. Jump back inside the plane. Master alarm is going off because the main cabin door is open. Perfect. Let's go down here. Displays from the right to the left. Let's get those all bright for us. Do our illuminator. Here's our altimeter. There is our indicator. We get that bright, and then the train around him. Let's get that going as well. The screen. All right. Let's go to the left. Right here, flight crew. Let's go ahead and make that bright as well. There we go. Slide down over here to the middle console. Let's get that all bright as well. That illuminates all these right here. Floodlights, we don't need those on because this is a morning flight. Let's slide over here to the middle. There's our train, flight crew. Let's turn that on. There's our flight directory. Perfect. Turn that on. Now we know where we're going. Informational map, we'll leave that on ARC. Nautical range, we'll leave that out to 10 till we get above 10,000 feet. Speed, we're going to leave that in the managed position. Heading, we're going to leave that in the managed position as well. Altitude, we'll get in a little bit. And also right here, our vertical speed, we'll leave that in the managed position as well. Let's go here. Since this up here is called the FMC, we're just going to brighten all the knobs and dobs up here. Let's get those bright through. Perfect. There we go. Plane is set the way we like it. The battery 1 and battery 2s are still off. We're running on external power, and the ground power unit is set. Let's go outside the plane, do some plane spotting, and watch catering services and baggage crew go. So let's go. Here are the ATC, and let's hit the catering services. Should be right over here for you. Catering services on the way. Let's go ahead and do the baggage services. Alright, flight crew, baggage services are on their way. Catering services are on their way as well. There they are. Catering services. See that truck going up in a little bit. Here goes our loader. Oh, he's doing a dance. He was shaking it. Alright, let's do some plane spotting, flight crew. I'm not seeing a lot going on right now. That one American Airlines, what was it, 119 or something behind us? That's gone. We'll take that. Didn't park anywhere near us. Doesn't look like we have anybody near us, flight crew. It's us. Not a lot happening in Richmond right now. All right, we'll go ahead and watch that sunrise right there. Look at that, flight crew. Come on. I say it on every flight. I know, but I mean, it is what it is. I love it. Looks like we're gonna have problems with our baggage services again. Man, heck, is that like 3 airports in a row, flight crew, that our baggage services has not worked? Is it 3? It's definitely 2. Definitely the last flight too, it didn't work. Interesting. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I have to uninstall and reinstall this file? Maybe I should. And this 320neo does not come with the tablet. We're doing everything manual, so I can't just go in and fix it. But maybe I just got to delete this file and reinstall it, so we're still having that problem with the ground crew. Maybe something just as easy as that. So with that being said, we'll just go off for the catering service. Since catering service is wrapping up, we'll just pretend baggage service is wrapping up as well. So let's just pan around here real quick, flight crew, so you can hear the APU pull up. Let's go back into the captain's seat to the captain view. Let's come right up over here. Let's go ahead and hit that APU. APU's on. Let's go ahead and listen to it. There you go, pulled up. Seatbelt sign comes on, smoking sign comes on, APU is available. Perfect. Let's go ahead and hit battery 1 and battery 2 on. I'm going to kill the external power on the plane. Let's turn that off. ATC, let's get rid of the GPU unit off the plane as well right now. We're done with ground power. Come over here, AI, let's turn him on, the go-getter. Now he can go ahead and get our clearance into Jacksonville, Florida. Let's go ahead and get that going right now as we speak. Come over here, can you see what we're doing? Here we go. They want us up to 9,000 feet. We'll put that climb in the madness position. 126.4 is our frequency for takeoff. 126.400. 126.4, flight crew. Perfect. Let's head outside the plane. Plane should be clean. Nothing around, no cones. Plane is clean, flight crew. Perfect. Let's go over here, make sure that side's clean as well. Let's go right here so you can see the pushback. Let's go back inside the plane. Let's do our captain's seat. Let's see, no smoking signs on. We do got the dome light on. Beacon light, perfect. APU. All right, we are cleared and good for pushback. I'm going to call for pushback, flight crew. So let's call for pushback. Let's hit ground services. And then let's go ahead and hit pushback. Jetway will disconnect automatically. There it goes. Pushback's been connected, flight crew, releasing the parking brake. Positive pushback. Look at this guy that's walking in the engine. Oh, he's just going to get hit. He's just going to keep walking straight. Look at that. Oh, he stopped. Okay. Easy. He's one front row seat. And Richmond, not much going on, flight crew. There's really nothing going on right now this time of the day and this morning. At 6 in the morning. That's when we base this off. AI just asked for the end of pushback. Alright, pushback's off. Let's go back inside the plane real quick. Let's activate that parking brake. Engine mode from the normal position to the start position. Let's look up, see where ground crew is. Ground crew is out from under the plane. That is perfect. We do have the APU on. Let's go ahead and start engine 2. Oh, it's too dark. You won't be able to see it. We'll just keep it inside here. Flight crew, I got our captain view ready to go. I don't know if you saw me there. We scooted up a little bit and we boosted our chair a little bit. Scooted just a little bit forward, so we're perfect there. Engine 2 right now just reached 20% and holding it, which means it is available. Let's go ahead and start engine 1. Engine 1's coming up. Let's take this time to get ready for taxi. Let's go ahead and do runway lights go on. Landing lights stay in the restricted position. Nose light goes to the taxi position. Wing light stay off at this time. Beacon light stays on that we already turned on. Nav and logo light stay on. And our strobe light stays off until takeoff. We should see some flight right there, flight crew. There we go. San Francisco landing. San Francisco. Let's pan our drone so we can see the flaps and spoilers. Let's go back inside. I just got our clearance to taxi. There's our taxi ribbon. Engine 1's at 10%. We gotta wait for two more percent, and then we can check the flaps. There it is. There's 12. Let's take our flaps down to 100%. Spoilers. Let's bring those up and arm so we can see what's going on. Hey, look at this. Guys getting ready to go. Nice little plane. I like it. Yeah, that little guy. What's up? Coming over saying hi. That was friendly. All right, let's jump back in this. Let's jump back inside the plane. Let's bring those flaps back up to 10% because that's going to be for takeoff and taxiing. Spoilers, we're going to get those up and armed, ready for takeoff. Engine mode from the start position to the normal position. Let's go ahead and hit our taxi. Brakes on, perfect. Let's go up. APU bleed comes off, turns off the APU master. Look at the ground crew. Thumbs up. Salute. We're out of here, flight crew. Dome light, let's turn that off at this time. We're going to go ahead and give the APU off. Perfect. Double checking everything. Cross check. 10%. Parking brake. Seatbelt signs on. And the beacon. We're ready. The taxi, flight crew. And they want us to the left, so we're going to go ahead and let's go. Give the engine some power. Releasing the parking brake. Forward momentum. Let's turn the plane. Where do they want us to go, flight crew? I didn't look at our taxi. I like being surprised when we log on. This is, yeah, I like to be surprised. You've seen it for the first time. Just like you guys are. Once it's going that way, we can do that. Alright, let's stay straight a little bit. Richmond. This is where we landed, flight crew, and we taxied clear on that one little right here when we landed yesterday, last night. Beautiful sunrise coming up. Looks like they want us to make a right here on flight crew. Looks like we could take this straight all the way down, but since I'm not familiar with the airport, we're gonna just keep our faith in Xbox. Has to take us the right way. Or should we just put this on Microsoft? We'll say Microsoft. MF take us the right way, yo. One more time. Panoramic. Richmond. Richmond. Okay. Put the drone camera right here so we can see the results of our takeoff. There it is. Let's jump back into the captain's seat, flight crew. That should be us right there. Taxi brake. Went. Oh, I apologize, flight crew. Apparently this is not us. Is it? No, we crossed our runway. I did not know we crossed the runway. Let's cross check. Left, we are clear, flight crew. How are we to the right? Right, we are cleared as well. This is us right here, flight crew. Let's stop short. Engines to the neutral position. We're going to stop short of this right here.
Richmond Tower Delta 6242 at runway 16 ready for departure. IFR to Jacksonville.
AI's on the radio with tower right now. Parking brake on. Altimeter 29.69. Traffic's on final. We got to turn and rip. As always. Clear to take off. Strobe light comes on. Just turn on the landing lights to the on position. Nose light goes to the takeoff position. Turn our strobe light on as well. Let's tune our flaps are already at 10%. Perfect. Let's go ahead and turn on our stopwatch. We got an airplane on final. We got to go. Releasing parking brake. Let's make the call, flight crew. Prepare for takeoff. We're going to turn and rip because we got a plane on final. So prepare for a rolling takeoff. Let's go. As soon as we get straight. Alright, flight crew, we're straight. Engines 50. Engines are holding at 50. Going up alive, coming down the same way. Look to the right. Engines flex. Oh yeah, flight crew, I forgot to tell you, we have a immediate right turn on our takeoff. We have to go right. There's V1. Rotating 15 degrees. Positive climb, flight crew, go gears up. Alright, we gotta turn the plane, flight crew. Lever in the climb position. We gotta dip the nose a little bit. We're gonna follow the flight directory, flight crew. Perfect, flight crew. Nice smooth climb and turn right now. We'll just keep it going. Right now we're holding about 190 knots. Let's see if we can keep right there. Flaps still at still on flaps 1. We're going to keep that as well until we start straightening out here. Turning the plane to the left, flight crew. Just a little bit. There we go. See if we can get back on track. Still my plane. 4,000. There's 5,000 feet. Let's go clean flaps. Flaps are clean. Flight crew, let's go to, let's see here, we'll keep holding the plane a little bit, still my plane. We're at 5,700 feet, still climbing. Still climbing to 9,000 feet. Alright, we're at 6,000 feet. Get ready with the transition to the autopilot, flight crew. I'm going to push the nose down on the plane a little bit. Transition to the autopilot is engaged. Let's go down here to the spoilers. Let's get those disarmed. Spoilers are disarmed. Perfect. Let's see the results of our product. Look at that takeoff, flight crew. Beautiful. Look at that, Richmond. Down there below us. Beautiful. I'm done using that word, but seriously, it is, flight crew. Look at that. Come on. Nice takeoff as well. Look at that climb. Roger Tower, Delta 6242, altimeter 26.69. We will continue as planned. 29.69, continuous plan. Alright, flight crew, we are flaps clean right now. We are holding 250 knots. We are at 9,000 feet right now. Actually, 8,800. They want us up at 9,000. From 9,000 up, we're going to go up to 30,000 feet. What is that, 7-1? Roger Tower. Altimeter 29.71 and Delta 6242. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put in 30,000 feet. That's our cruising altitude, and we're also going to put that in the managed position as well. "9,000 feet, we're good enough to release the crew so they can prepare for services. So let's go ahead and do that now. Ring the seatbelt sign one time for them. Alright, crew can start preparing for services. 9,500 feet, let's prepare the plane for free climbing, which means our landing light's got to go to the off position. Nose light goes to the off position. Strobe light stays on, beacon light stays on, wing light stays off, and our nav and logo light stays on. Look at that flight crew. Look at that. Flight crew, since we're above 10,000 feet and free climb, I'm gonna take our speed out of the managed position. I'm gonna put it on our. We're gonna take over position. We're gonna put 325 knots is what we're gonna go, which is just 5 knots over what managed with one of those managed speed managed would put us at 320. We're gonna go 325. The reason why 325, I feel that matches the best rate what the real airline pilots fly. If you get on FlightAware and see actual miles per hour, they fly anywhere from 450, 460 to 500 miles per hour. Putting at 325 puts you right what they really do on commercial airlines. So that's the most realistic thing for us. That's what we're going to do. So we'll keep it there. We're at 14,000 feet. Let's turn our nautical range from 10 out to 20. Look at that sky in front of us. Look at that behind us. Coming up to 16,000 feet, flight crew. Still got it in the climb managed position, going up to our cruising altitude of 30,000 feet. Did reach 325 nautical miles. Wow, flight crew, let's try that again. Flight crew, we just reached 325 knots, and that's what we're going to be holding. Going up to 17,500 feet. That means let's go ahead and get our altimeter into the standard position. Roger Tower. Delta 6242, we will climb and maintain cruising altitude of 30,000 feet. Alright, we're cleared. Straight up, 30,000. Let's go. Turn the terrain off for now. Coming up on 24,300 feet, flight crew. Still going up 30,000 people. Look at the sun. Sun. Look at the cloud. Look at that. Look at the skyline. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Present brief coming up to 28,500 feet. Cruising altitude 30,000 feet, so we are about 1,000 feet away from it. But we'll go ahead and go over our cruising altitude briefing and see what we experienced on the flight so far, if anything needs to take note or anything like that going forward. There we go. Plane says we're at altitude right now, so we'll be climbing up slowly to 30,000 feet. Holding right now we're in Mach, where it's going 0.79 Mach, which is the actual ground speed of 442 miles per hour. Ground speed going 0.79. Alright, flight crew, no reason to keep the fasten the seatbelt sign on. We're at cruising altitude. This is a pretty straight shot straight down into Jacksonville. Have no turbulence, nothing at this time. So yeah, fasten the seatbelt sign. Come on. Let's go ahead and make the call to the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now free to move about the cabin. We do ask you, though, if you do not need to get up and move around, that you stay in your seat with your seatbelt fastened, just in case we hit unexpected turbulence. Alright, flight crew, we made our call. Let's go into our cruising altitude briefing. As always, if you just jumped on board, if you just got on board, you just jumped on the stream, welcome. I'm your captain, I'm your host, Phoenix Black Knight. Welcome aboard, everybody. We're at cruising altitude, and right now at this time we do our cruising altitude briefing. So welcome aboard, right on time. So let's zoom out so you can see our lever today is Delta. We're flying Delta. Our Delta call sign today is Delta 6242. We just took out of Richmond, going into Jacksonville, Florida. We're flying the Airbus 320neo. Today's August 10th, 2023. Departure time was 6 a.m. Arrival time, SimBrief is saying, is 7:56 a.m. SimBrief also said we should finish this flight in an hour and 28 minutes. They gave us an hour and 56 minutes to complete the flight, just in case we need to go around or anything like that. Cruising altitude is 30,000 feet, which we currently are right now. Passengers are free to move about the cabin. Fasten seatbelt sign is off. Cruise cost index is going to be 9. Distance we're flying is 539 nautical miles. Wind is at 36 knots right now. It says it's at 34 on our radar, so that's within line. Passengers on today's flight is 154 on board. Our bulk fuel for this flight was 14,184 pounds, and our payload was 34,730 pounds. When we were down in Richmond, we took off of runway 16 with the transition of Cali, K-A-L-L-I. When we go into Jacksonville, they want us to wheels down runway 26 with the transition down of Lunny. L-U-N-N-I is our transition down to Jacksonville to runway 26. All right, flight crew, there is our cruising altitude briefing. Other than that, let's talk about the takeoff. Our takeoff and climb up to our cruising altitude has been perfectly smooth. We haven't had any turbulence. Wind is at 34 knots, blowing from the nose of the plane to the tail of the plane right now. Also going to the left as well, pushing us to the left a little bit. So, but other than that, no, it's been a great flight so far. Nothing to complain about. So you know what time it is, flight crew. I'm going to go ahead and put the microphone on mute and go into the chat session, and I will see you guys when we hit the descend vector. See you then. flight crew, when we did our briefing, I forgot to go over the weather. I apologize. When we were in Richmond, Virginia, it was 79 degrees, mostly sunny. When we were in Richmond, when we go into Jacksonville, flight crew, with 91 degrees, mostly cloudy. We got to remember, mostly cloudy going into Jacksonville. So there, now we're totally brief. We got the weather in there. Roger, Atlanta Center, Delta 6242. We will continue as planned.
Center, Delta 6242, flight level 300.
Delta 6242 Atlanta Center, continue to QB as planned.
Roger, Jacksonville Center, Delta 6242. We will continue as planned.
Generic 520, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Flight crew, back. There's the top of our descent, right? Top of our descent indicator right there. But that means I'm going to pull our speed back right now. Technically, we're going 300 knots at 0.79 Mach. So we're going to take it out of the Mach position. We're going to drop our speed down to 280 and hold that there. And we're going to continue to pull our speed back out as we descend. So there's our mark of our descent right there. So let's go ahead and hit this. Put that off of the Mach. Let's put it back in knots. Pull back to 280. Go 280 is entered. Flight crew, there's the ocean. Roger Tower. Descend and maintain flight level 26,000 feet, Delta 6242. Alright, there's our descent. Flight crew wants down to 26,000 feet. I went ahead and put on the fasten the seatbelt sign. Put that on. We are going to 280 knots. Perfect. Going down to 26,000 feet. Once we hit 26,000 feet, I'm going to pull our speed back again to 250 knots at that time. Let's go ahead and hit our train at this time since we're already going down. Out of sight, out of mind, basically. It's already on. Perfect. Flight crew, there's 26,700 feet, 26,800 feet. Speed 280, drop it all the way down to 250 knots. 250 knots is entered. Speed is decreasing, check. Still descending down to 26,000 feet, check.
Delta 6242 descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet. Delta 6242.
Roger, tower. Descend and maintain flight level 14,000 feet, Delta 6242. Sorry, the tower came in and said 16 right when I was about ready to say 6242. Alright, flight crew, on us down again. Let's get down to 14,000 feet. We are holding 250 knots right now.
American 2212 descend and maintain flight level 350. Southwest 3885. American 2212 descend and maintain flight level 350. Southwest 3885 descend and maintain flight level 360. American 2471 descend and maintain flight level 360. Southwest 19904 descend and maintain flight level. American 2471 descend and maintain flight level 360. Southwest 19904 descend and maintain flight level 3. Delta 6242 contact Jacksonville Center on 126.75. Good day.
126.75 for Delta 6242. Jacksonville Center Delta 6242 is passing flight level 200, descending 14,000 feet.
Delta 6242 Jacksonville Center continue to copy as planned. Allegiant 852 descend and maintain
Flight crew, we're passing 19,100 feet, still descending down to 14,000 feet, holding 250 knots still.
Southwest 3885 descend and maintain flight level 360. Allegiant 852 descend and maintain flight level 360. Jacksonville Center American 1879
14,300 feet, flight crew. Still holding 250 knots. They wanted us down at 14,000. See what our next descent is. Push speed back to 30. Roger Tower, Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 6,000 feet.
6,000 feet, Delta 6242.
Alright, flight crew, they want us down to 6,000 feet. At that time, we're going to pull our speed back to their approach speed, 200 knots. That will put us on flaps 1. Also, flight crew, don't forget we're on the Xbox S, which means some things could go wrong. So if the ILS does not pull up, we'll go off of PAPI's visual. If PAPI's do not go up, we'll go off strictly visual VFR. VOR. VFR. There we go. Roger Tower, descend and maintain flight level 8,000 feet, Delta 6242. Flight crew, they want us down to 8,000 feet instead of 6,000 feet, so we got that entered in. So we're passing 11,000 feet right now.
8,000 feet, keep speed not above 250 knots, Delta 6242.
Roger Tower, we will not keep speed above 250 knots, Delta 6242. 10,500 feet, let's light it up. Landing lights go to the on position. Nose light goes to the takeoff position. Wing light stay off. Strobe light stays on. Beacon light stays on. Nav and logo light stays on. Fasten seatbelt sign still remains on, and no smoking sign remains on as well. Well below 10,000 feet, which means we can't go faster than 250 knots, but we're already holding 230, which is perfect. Is that us? That wasn't us. Oh, that was Delta 1096. 9,200 feet. Still descending.
Delta 1096, contact Jacksonville, approach on 132.775. Good day. Moving on Express Flight 03, descend and maintain flight level 340.
8,700 feet. Let's go ahead and pull our nautical range within 10 because we're under 10,000 feet, and then let's pull our speed back, flight crew. We're going to go 200 knots.
Contact Jacksonville, approach on 119.0. Good day.
119.0 Delta 6242.
Jacksonville approach. Delta 6242 holding 8,000 feet.
3,300 feet, descending 8,000 feet.
Delta 6242, Jacksonville, approach altimeter 29.
Flaps 1.
Continue to Lonnie as planned.
Roger, approach. Altimeter 29.88. Delta 6242.
Keep speed none above 210 knots. Expect vectors high Delta Yankee runway 26 approach.
Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect vectors ILS Yankee runway 26 approach Delta 6242.
Roger, approach. Expect vectors to runway. Alright, flight crew. I believe this is not an ILS runway. This is a LOC runway. LOC, I believe is what it is. We should be flying Pappies. 2 white, 2 red in is what we should be flying. Yep, we're going to be vectored in. We'll get to about let's wait till we get about 10 nautical miles more, then we'll pull our speed back to about 190, then we'll hit 180 about right here, then we'll get our approach speed. Put the drone camera right here so we can see the gears.
Delta 6242, descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,000
Roger, tower. Descend and maintain flight level 2,000 feet. Delta 6242.
You are due 1 miles northeast of Jacksonville. Maintain present heading and altitude. Contact Jacksonville Tower on 118.3.
Pulling our speed back. We're 12 miles outside the runway, they say, which means we got to pull our speed up to 135 knots.
Delta 6242.
Let's go ahead and activate flaps 2.
9 miles northeast inbound ILS Yankee runway 26 approach.
Always hit 19er. Hold on. Nope, we're clear on approach.
Cleared by Elvis Yankee runway 26 approach Delta 6242.
There we go. Clear to approach. Let's do it. Approach is activated. Waiting for it to be engaged. We are dropping our speed back to 135 knots. That puts us on flaps full. Let's activate flaps full now. Flying right over our airport right here, flight crew.
Jacksonville Tower, JetBlue 26186 miles east inbound RNAV Yankee runway 26 approach.
Don't forget, flight crew, we still got to descend it down to 2,000 feet.
Altimeter 29er, decimal 90, wind calm cleared RNAV Yankee runway 26 approach. JetBlue 2618, wind calm cleared.
Right now we're at 6,000, going down to 5,900 feet. And we're holding about 140, 142 knots right now, with flaps full. So here is our glide slope. Looks like we will pick up a glide slope. Radar showing we will pick up a glide slope, so that's good, flight crew. We don't need to create our own.
Altimeter 29er, decimal 90, wind calm cleared RNAV Yankee runway 26 approach. Cleared RNAV Yankee runway 26 approach Delta 1096.
Flight crew coming up on 4,000 feet, still going down to 2,000 feet. Still holding about 142 knots.
Delta 1096, follow the aircraft on final. Wind calm cleared.
Look at this approach, you guys. Look at that. That's a nice approach.
Cleared to land
This.
runway 26 Delta 1096.
Florida. Alright, flight crew, coming up to 3,000 feet. We're 1,000 feet away from our 2,000 feet. We got a right coming up too as well, and then after that right, we come right down on the runway. Don't forget, we do have approach activated. We are flaps full as well.
2,500.
2,500 feet from the ground, that's a check. Let's get our lights on, flight crew. Oh, we already do, that's right. Let's see, runway lights, check, 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 check. Okay.
Delta 29er, 549er miles east inbound RNAV Yankee runway 26 approach. Delta 29er, 54 Jacksonville Tower. Altimeter 29er, decimal 9er, 1 wind 240 at 4. Cleared RNAV Yankee runway 26 approach. JetBlue 2618, exit runway when able.
Florida's so green, right? Always, always. Runway right there in front of us, flight crew. Looks like we gotta even out. We gotta go to the left just a little bit. We are holding 200 knots, 2,000 altitude is what we're holding right now with 135 knots. And looks like we are leveling off right now. Glide slope's not activated. Still got to go a couple more miles. We'll still hold 135 knots. Alright, flight crew, here we go. Coming up on glide slope. Hand it out one more time. Take a look at that sun off that ocean. Oh, I bet the takeoffs out of Jacksonville just... Oh, I can just imagine that sun coming up like we saw. Takeoff. Woo! Come Alright, glide slope. Let's wait for it to be active. Let's wait for it to catch. Glide slope is alive. $1,600 flight crew. Let's do. Let's start with the gears. Gears down. Hand over if you can see reversers. Look over to the right. We gotta do the throttle. Pull it down by the arm. Makes it easier for reversers. Auto brake. Put that on medium. Runway lights on. Roger Tower Delta 6242, clear to land. Position number 2. They said we're position 2 flight crew. Everything's set. We got landing lights, runway lights, check, seatbelt sign light, check, auto brake on, check, spoilers up and arm. Let's get those up and arm. Spoilers, flaps full. Check 1,000 feet flight crew, my plane, see on the ground. Wind right now is blowing from the nose of the plane to the tail of the plane, blowing about 11 knots. Already putting us sideways. We're already crabbing it in. Jeez, flight crew. Did you see that already? Like, how is that already? Continue. Continue. Look at our shadow, flight crew. Look at our shadow to the right. That is sick. Look at us.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
On the ground, wheels down, nose down, reversers. You guys can see them. Black inside the plane, 60 knots, reversers stored, auto brake off, roll it out. Flight crew, welcome down Jacksonville. Flight director can come off, ILS can come off. Roll this out. Put the engines in the neutral position. We're going to stop short here. We got a Delta 2954. Looks like it's about ready to take off. We got to stop short and get a clearance to our gate anyway. Oh wait, that's not even a runway, never mind. Alright, flight crew, let's stop short, let Delta do its thing. Let's get ready for taxi. Flaps, let's put those at 10%. Spoilers, get those up and armed right there. Let's get our taxi brakes. Let's activate our APU. APU bleed comes on. Master and APU start. Runway lights down, landing lights go to the restricted position. Nose light goes to the taxi. Strobe light can come off. Beacon light stays on and logo light stays on. Let's go ahead and get our ATC on the ground, see where we're going. Jacksonville ground. Taxi gate.
Jacksonville ground Delta 6.
Thank you, AI.
Taxi to the gate.
Oh man, there we go. Engine power. Release and parking brake. Let's see where we're going.
Taxi to gate 1 tree via taxiway Bravo Delta.
Taxi gate. We're taxiing to gate 13, flight crew. They want us to gate 13. It's a straightaway. Look at what is this what Jacksonville really looks like? Is it really just dirt? Is this really not like green, luscious swamp weeds? Nothing? I need confirmation on that. I don't know if that's true. If this is really just dirt at this Jacksonville International Airport. Anybody in flight crew, let me know. Anybody, leave me a comment. Third one to taxi in. Looks like our gate's right there in front of us. Not that far of a taxi, flight crew. There's one of our fellow captains in front of us. Delta 2954. Looks like they came in from JFK. Alright, this is us. We got flight crew. We got groundsmen over there. I don't see a marshal. I see. That's all I see. I see our catering service. I see our baggage. Maybe our marshal's just hit. Nope, still nothing. Oh, there he is. He's a little ahead. And we got everybody waiting for us as well. All right, flight crew. Slow down a little bit. Where you want us, right there. Stop. Parking brake. Engines neutral. Parking brake. I mean, seatbelt sign. That is off. Our dome light comes on. Clean up the flaps. Clean up the lights. Broad lane lights come off. Nose light comes off. Beacon light comes off. Logo light comes off. Flaps are clean. Let's kill engine 1. Wait for it to get below 20%. There it is. Let's do engine 2. Alright, flight crew. Hour and 22 minutes is what Microsoft Flight Simulator says we did it in. I believe that beats Simbri. Simbri says we should have did that airtime in an hour and 28 minutes. Flight crew, right away the end of the week on a win. You can't beat that. Hour and 22 minutes, ahead of schedule, going down. Let's recap everything real quick. So we took off once again from Richmond, went into Jacksonville. Departure time was 6 a.m. on the climb out. No problem at all. Cruise, nothing to report. And on the descend down, nothing about it. That was one of the best landings we've had for a very long time. We actually glide sloped all the way down to our back wheels hit and the nose hit. That was a very impressive landing. We'll take it for the bank. That's it, flight crew. Don't forget about Sunday. We're finally doing the meet and greet. Sunday, 10 a.m. Arizona time. Meet and greet. Come talk, come hang out on the flight with Phoenix Black Knight. I'll see you guys then. We're off tomorrow, off Saturday. Have a great weekend and be safe. And we'll see you guys Sunday with the live cam. Enjoy the rest of the sounds of the plane. And enjoy the sounds of the game shutting down. Phoenix Black Knight, I'm logging out. See you later.